With the NFL draft here in 2025 having come and gone, we are going to take a look at all 32 NFL teams' draft class this year over the course of the offseason. To start this series off, let's start in the AFC West with the Los Angeles Chargers. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And let's try and get to 11,000 subscribers. Appreciate all the support, and let's get straight into this one. Here in 2025, with their first round pick, the Los Angeles Chargers picked up Omarion Hampton with pick 22, running back out of North Carolina. Omarion Hampton played 3 years of college ball all at North Carolina. He started off as a freshman in 2022 with 88 carries, 401 yards with 6 touchdowns, averaging 4.6 yards per carry. In his sophomore year in 2023, he had a huge workload, becoming the number one back with Drake May at quarterback, where he had 253 carries with 1,504 yards, 15 touchdowns with an average of 5.9 yards per carry. And in his final year as a junior, he had 281 carries with 1,660 yards, averaging 5.9 yards and 15 touchdowns, and he was able to mirror the year before without the field general of Drake May, as that was his rookie year with the Pats. And as far as receiving goes, his freshman year, he had 40 yards with 6 receptions and a touchdown. In 2023, his sophomore year, he had 29 receptions for 222 yards with a touchdown. In his final junior year, he had 38 receptions with 373 yards, averaging 9.8 yards per catch with 2 touchdowns on the day. This year, going into the Chargers backfield, he is looking to share reps with Najee Harris. As the Chargers sign Harris to a 1-year deal, they will have a 1-2 punch this year, and he is looking to be the feature back the year after. Hampton is going to be a cool player for the Chargers, as we all know Jim Harbaugh loves to run the ball. In the second round of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers picked up Trey Harris, wide receiver out of Ole Miss, with the 55th pick. Trey Harris played 5 years of college ball, 3 with Louisiana Tech, and his final 2 with Ole Miss. His freshman year, he only had 1 reception for 20 yards. His second year, he had 40 receptions for 572 yards with 4 touchdowns. His third year, his final year at Louisiana Tech, he had 65 receptions for 935 yards and 10 touchdowns. And once he moved to Ole Miss in his first year, he had 54 receptions for 985 yards and 8 touchdowns. And in his final year last year, he had 60 receptions, breaking 1,000 yards with 1,030 and 7 touchdowns. This gives a good perimeter guy for Justin Herbert, and it'll be fun to watch as they look to work the deep part of the field this year. Here in the third round, with the 86th pick in the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers decided to get defensive tackle out of Oregon, Jamari Caldwell, and he spent 2 years with Houston and his final year last year with Oregon. His freshman year, he had 11 total tackles, 6 solos, 5 assist tackles, and 2 sacks. In his sophomore year, he had 27 total tackles, 22 solo, 5 assists, and had 6.5 sacks with a forced fumble. And in his final year at Oregon, he had 29 total tackles, 16 solo, 13 assisted, 3 pass deflections, and 1 forced fumble. With the departures of Morgan Fox and Poona Ford on the D-line from the Chargers this year, they are looking to bolster that up and should have a fun prospect in Caldwell for that D-line. With the 125th pick in the 4th round of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Chargers decided to draft Kyle Kennard, edge out of South Carolina, and he was the SEC Defensive Player of the Year last year. He played 5 years of college football, his first 4 with Georgia Tech, and his final one with South Carolina. He had 8 solo tackles, 2 assists, and 3 forced fumbles, and 2.5 sacks as a freshman. As a sophomore, he had 5 solo tackles, 10 assists, and 4 tackles for loss with 2 sacks. His junior year, he had 19 solo tackles, 17 assists, 5 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. As his senior year at Georgia Tech, he had 32 solo tackles, 22 assist tackles, and 11 tackles for loss with 6 sacks. And in his final year at South Carolina, he had 20 solo tackles, 8 assist tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 11.5 sacks, and had 1 interception the year before. He will be a very interesting rotational edge player as the Chargers and Jesse Minter's defense get lots of pressure through the rotation of edge players. Should be fun to watch. Here with the 158th pick in the 5th round, the Los Angeles Chargers decided to draft Keandre Lambert-Smith, wide receiver out of Auburn. He started off his career at Penn State with 4 years on the belt while transferring his final year at Auburn. His freshman year, he had 15 receptions for 138 yards. His sophomore year, he had 34 receptions for 521 yards and 3 touchdowns. His junior year, he had 24 receptions for 389 yards and 4 touchdowns. His senior year and his final year at Penn State, he had 53 receptions for 673 yards and 4 touchdowns. And in his 5th and final year of college at Auburn, he had 50 receptions for 981 yards and 8 touchdowns. He likes to work the deep part of the field, and with Justin Herbert's cannon of an arm, it'll be interesting to see how he fits in the wide receiver room of the Chargers. Here in the 5th round with the 165th pick, the Chargers traded up to pick Oronde Gadsden, the second tight end out of Syracuse. He spent 4 years in college football, all at Syracuse. His freshman year, he had 2 receptions for 24 yards. In his second year, he had 61 receptions for 969 yards and 6 touchdowns. He had 7 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown his junior year. And in his final year, he had 73 receptions for 934 yards and 7 touchdowns. He is a tight end at 6'5" and 236 pounds, but he is built like a wide receiver, so it'll be fun how they utilize him, especially in the red zone. Take a look as he was Mel Kiper's sleeper draft pick of the year. With the 199th pick in the 6th round, the same draft pick number as Tom Brady, the Chargers decided to pick offensive tackle out of Pittsburgh, Branson Taylor, and in the NFL, they are looking to be able to play him outside and inside as a guard. At 6'6", 330 pounds, he will be an interesting developmental project, and it'll be cool to see how Jim Harbaugh will use him in the trenches. Here with the 214th pick in the 6th round, the Los Angeles Chargers decided to draft R.J. Mickens, safety out of Clemson. He spent 5 years in college football, all at Clemson, standing at 6 foot and 210 pounds. In 2020, his freshman year, he had 1 solo tackle. In 2021, his sophomore year, he had 29 total tackles, 13 solo, 16 assists, and 2 interceptions. In his junior year, he had 47 total tackles, 26 solo, 21 assists, 2 pass deflections, and 3 interceptions. In his 4th year, he had 42 total tackles, 28 solo, 14 assists, 3 pass deflection, and in his final year, he had 76 tackles, 44 solo, 32 assists, 7 pass deflections, and 2 interceptions. as we found out with the Chargers last year, they can find corners late in the draft pick, as they found two starters in Cam Hart and Tarheeb Still, both in the 5th round. It'll be interesting how RJ Mickens will fit into the mold of the safety room, as well as where you can play him on the field. The final pick for the Chargers in this year's NFL draft in the 7th round with the 256th pick, the pick right before Mr. Irrelevant, was Trikweze Bridges, cornerback out of Florida. He spent 5 years in college football, 4 at Oregon, and his final year at Florida. As a freshman, he had 2 total tackles, 2 solos, and as a sophomore, he had 24 total tackles, 15 solo, 9 assisted, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble, and 1 interception. In his 3rd year, he had 49 total tackles, 30 solo, 19 assists, 5 pass deflections, 1 forced fumble, and 3 interceptions. His 4th year and final year at Oregon, he had 16 total tackles, 7 solo, 9 assists, 2 pass deflections, and in his final year at Florida, he had 69 total tackles, 38 solo, 31 assisted, 5 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions. And that rounded off all of the draft picks for the Chargers here in the 2025 NFL Draft. If you had to give a draft grade for the Chargers, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the picks. If you like this type of content, like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate all the support as we are trying to get to 1,100 subscribers. Appreciate all the support, and we'll catch you in the next one. Take care.